So on New Year's Eve, I posted a poll asking if I should give up my restaurant and go full-time motorcycle camping, and the majority of you voted yes. So I'm going to try this theory out. Obviously, I'm not going to commit to it yet because I need to see if it's going to pay, but I am back in the UK. There's the motorbike, and today I'm going to be sharing with you 10 things I always carry on my motorbike, regardless of distance, touring, camping, or anything else. Now, the first thing I take with me is a portable waterproof jacket. Now, unless it's raining already and I'm wearing my full waterproofs, even if it's a hot sunny day, I always put a little jacket in there just to make sure if it does decide to rain, I've got something to throw over me. So that's number one. Number two is a kickstand plate. Now, I've used many things as kickstand plates, and today I'm using my John West fishing tin. And when I eat that, I can still use the tin. So yeah, kickstand plate. Number three is to carry a torch under my seat. But if I'm going to be traveling late in the evening or at night time, I generally always carry a headlamp. That way, if I need to make any fixes, I've got both hands free. Number four is I always carry a snack with me. Now, that could be as simple as a chocolate bar or a can of cola, but there was this one time I broke down in Dorchester, my gear shift lever snapped off, and I was waiting more than 4 hours with no shops around me, with no food and drink, and it was quite annoying. So now I always carry a small snack. Number five is duct tape. Now, I've stored mine on a pen to save space, and there's two types of tape on here, both very strong, very durable. And one of the main fixes that I've used this for in the past that saved my life was fixing a split fuel hose. It developed a little split, started leaking, and I thought rather than change everything, a few layers of duct tape and it was fine for my journey home. So yeah, that's a lifesaver. Number six is obviously a first aid kit. Now, a first aid kit can come in useful in many situations. It also has a spare pair of scissors in there if you need to cut something. So it's always good to carry one of those. And mine has a little extra additive in there. It's got some eye wash, because quite often I'll ride with the visor up, and if anything goes in your eye, it really does help. So yeah, that's number six. Now, number seven is this little can of chain lube, and obviously you can see I've had this under the seat for quite some time. But if I'm out on a long distance tour and it's tipping it down with rain, it whips all the oil straight off the chain. So having a little bit of that with you, it's good to apply the next day, and it just keeps you going. So yeah, that stuff is great. Number eight is hand sanitizer. Now, this has become very popular over the last 2 years with the pandemic, but I've been carrying this stuff around for more than a decade, and it's got so many uses. Everything from getting a tire plug in easy to starting a fire and the basic sterilization. But the number one use I always use with this is if I get any bird mess on my seat in the morning, I can wipe it off and then I can clean my hands after. Obviously not wipe it off with my hands, but sometimes the tissue breaks. So yeah, that's number eight. Number nine is a tyre plug kit, and I keep mine in a couple of socks here. I'm not going to unpack that now because I've showed it in other videos before, but it's basically got a few CO2 cylinders in there to pump up the tyre. It's got the tyre plug tool, it's got the reaming tool, and it's got a couple of plugs to seal it. So that's a must-have for any situation. And finally, that brings us to number 10, and that's the tools. So in here I have a complete tool set. I can do all the basic maintenance on this bike, everything from chain tightening to a water change if I had to, and taking all the panels off. But aside from that, I also have an entire pot of spare bulbs, so I can replace any bulb on this bike, and the tools help me do that. I've also got some spare fuel hose if I need to make a serious repair, and obviously the tools allow me to do that. And I also have breakdown recovery as well. So that's the toolkit covered. So thank you for watching today's video. I hope you've got some ideas on this. It's always good to give an update on what people are carrying now and again. And this is what I'm going to be carrying for the next few videos. So I'll see you soon.